All right. And I believe I should be live. Crap. Save, I just loaded. Oh. All right. So where did I leave off? I believe, yes, I was trying to figure out this. For some reason, I can't seem to load this. I'm gonna try one more thing, which would be driving this. I think I need to actually go. I want to try driving this back to the shop. It's full of tools. See if I can unload the rocks there. If I can, then maybe that's what I need to do, is just make trips back and forth, unloading there. And then picking it up with that trailer. Entirely sure to try. Okay. And it did get about halfway, so maybe one more leap pass. Well, it got to 49%. So probably am gonna have to like unload again. Hope this doesn't turn into trips to go sell these rocks. And it's kind of dumb that I couldn't unload where I was at. So let's see. Unload here. Don't have access to this land. Well, I guess I gotta go all the what, the cement factory? Who's paying the best for rocks right? Stones. There we go. Cement factory it is. I can buy them for $62. I don't want to do. I can sell them to the cement factory for $8. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Factory is, I believe. Oh wait, you know what? I'm pretty sure in finance I could tag it. Yeah? Okay. Now I should see it. Tag, oh, is it? It's all the way over. Yeah, okay. So from here, I guess that's not too horribly far from the farm that I'm. All right. Oh. Must be heavy because expect it to swing around like that. Sometimes it feels like these tractors don't have like, the best friction, especially on the roads. They almost kind of slide too much. I don't know. Sometimes it's just it's almost like there's a weight factor thing. They don't feel as heavy as they should. Maybe that's just me. I've driven a few times some pretty decently heavy tractors, and yeah, there's a feel when you drive it. I guess that would be difficult to replicate in a video game, though. Certainly not. It's like this weird slide where you turn and the wheels just keep going. That doesn't feel. So I'm not entirely sure why this contract gives me that trailer, since I can't actually do anything with it. Also, just don't want to look at this. What is going on here? What is this supposed to be? Because like this doesn't look like it has any moving parts. Okay, so maybe this is supposed to be like a chute that you know, inside the chute it funnels it into this here. See, is there supposed to be so this is kind of a dumb sell point. It doesn't make sense for the rocks. I could understand if there was like a grate or something it was dropping down into somewhere where they were getting conveyored up, or more realistically, this feels like this should be at least a conveyor or something sitting here with like a platform where you dump your rocks, even if they disappear and don't actually show them going up here. But this like odd ladder thing doesn't make any sense. All right. Oh, this is kind of cool though. It's got, well, it's just. But what is, wait, what? All right, so it's got stones coming out of this building. Pipe going into the building. Is it like pumping? So, supposed to be pumping in rocks? From where? Go. Okay, it goes to the water, which tells me that, oh, it's going across the water. Where is it going? To the, oh, is this the dredge boat? So it's picking up stones and then pumping the stones via pipe? The stones, okay, so let's just assume that that's, maybe that's how it works. I guess I really don't know. It doesn't seem right. Into this building where maybe they separate the water out or something. Anyways, so they pop them over here. They spit out this pile of stones. Yeah, this cement factory, it doesn't make sense. Maybe I just don't understand how cement factory. It doesn't feel. Map and figure out how to get back to that. Oh, I could cut across this farm right here. Get right over there. The default starting farm. Center of the map. Sure, these people wouldn't mind me cutting across their property. Oh, look, they've got a little like sales booth out front. Kind of cool, actually. All these buildings, all the storage and stuff, like... I didn't want a starting farm. Oh, they've got... Is that like a storage? Yeah, silo. It feels like it's too much to start off with. Why is my network connectivity so bad? Hello. Not horrible. I mean, there's definitely a delay. Gameplay looks okay. Yeah, all right, I'm not overly upset about that. All right, gold and stone picker. And let's keep grabbing stones. Turned it on, I forgot the load. Okay. There we go. Give me those stones. Pick it up. Swing around up. Yeah, I know it's for contract work. Let's turn it. So I think, if I remember right, the goal was to get to 30,000. That's the number I need to get to, assuming no discounts, in order to afford everything I need. The front loader attachment, the greenhouse itself, the water tank to transport water to the greenhouse, if I remember right, 30,000 is the number I need to get. And this contract I think is like 3 grand, something like that. So probably just a few more contracts, and I should be able to have everything that I need, to be able to afford everything that I need to get the greenhouse set up and start getting this semi-passive income going. And I say I don't want to go fully passive income, because I feel like that's too easy. Like if I did like the government subsidy mod, or if I threw down some solar panels or something, yeah, that becomes completely passive. I don't have to do anything. So with the greenhouse, I do still have to provide water and collect the outgoing resources and use them to sell them or convert them into produce or something, whatever. So I think for me that provides just enough busy work that can't be automated, that still feels like I'm doing things that I need to do. And then eventually, maybe I get like a forklift to keep at the property because my tractor's out busy doing things. And I don't know. Anyways. That's my goal. And it's still going to take some time, right? I'm still going to need to, so I'll get the greenhouse down, start producing some goods. It's going to take some time before goods are available. I believe I have my months set to 3 days. So, and I believe if it's like FS22, and it's been a long time since I've played, so I could still be wrong, but I believe they produce once a month. It's like how long it takes. So I won't even reap the benefits of that initially. I'll still be doing some contracts after I get that set up. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe I'll have enough to get a driveway. That would be nice. And so far, I haven't really done like any real farming. I've done some fertilizing. I guess it's farm work, right? But like when I think farming, I'm thinking like plowing the field, cultivating, dropping seeds, things like that. And maybe those are the jobs I should have been picking up. I've done some bale wrapping, some lawn mowing. So maybe some of those other jobs I should look into. The only one I did pick up was that beet job, and I won't do beets again. Not with the AI in the state that it's in. It's just too much work. Like it's not the work itself of like going through harvesting the unloading. It's having to try to coordinate with the AI to do the job. It just constantly gets stuck, and you can't do part of it. You can't do the harvesting portion yourself and have them just pick up the items. Like you have to be the person following the harvester, and unless there's another way to do it. Maybe Maybe there's a better way, but from what I could tell, there was not, and it was miserable. Definitely tell these passes are getting shorter and shorter. Is the angle of this field only 70% full in my in the stone picking tool, so that's good. Go ahead and pick this up, lift it up, get a little bit of extra speed, and drop it back down here as we turn. Pick up this line. Smooth. Saving content. You know, I'm on the fence on whether I like that it saves every time I open it up or not. There's a part of me that I'm happy that it does that because I'm the type of person that would forget to save and then my system would crash. And there's a part of me that gets annoyed that every time I jump into the menu, it saves the game. But I lifted it, so I didn't. But yeah, there's, you know, this part of me that gets annoyed by it, but probably the same type of annoyance as I would get like using two-factor authentication, having to go to my phone and get a code or whatever. But that protects me from somebody stealing my stuff, or at least it helps to protect me. So it's a blessing and a curse. So 90% of the job done, 84% full, but this is our second trip, so I think that would mean that each percentage in our stone filler is twice as much, so we have 13% room left. Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit short. 13% would be what, 6.5? That affords me completing 6.5% of the stone picking job, and we need 7, so it's gonna be. That makes sense. It's gonna be so close. Get that a little wider, but that's okay. I'm gonna go back and get that line up there. I'm gonna end up having to go sell, come back, and do like a tiny bit more. It wouldn't even be worth selling what I'm gonna come back and pick up, because we're talking about like 1% to 0.5% of material. I think this thing's gonna get full very soon. I bet it's gonna be right around 97, probably 98%, 98 to 99. Which I think is the point of providing the trailer. But clearly there's something's wrong with this. Okay. Yeah, so I'm 100% of the way full. I have to lift up at 97. So my estimate was fold stone picker up. Now I'm gonna have to go back to the cement plant dump this thing again. And it still feels like they have to have provided that trailer. There must be, like, they provided the trailer, so there must be a way to fill it. But I can't figure it out. Am I supposed to take it and dump these at, like, my property? Because I'd rather just go sell the stones off. You know, I guess if the farm was close to my, if it was close enough to my property where I could drop them there because I have access to that land, then it could be worth it. Drop off the stones in multiple trips, then pick them all up with the trailer and take them all at once over to the cement factory. Then that could potentially be. I just. Maybe if I was going to keep the stones instead of selling them, like, you know, if I was keeping the stones, I wouldn't necessarily care so much about dumping them at my property. Maybe if I was doing like construction projects or something, you know, or had planned to do construction projects, because I believe, if I remember right, let's pause while I look. How do I get left shift P, left bumper button? Maybe can't do that while the game's paused. Maybe I can only hear while I'm on. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Just ridiculously slow. Oh. Destructible. Right? So it looks like, I believe that little bag down there is that cement or is that stones? Stones. So that must be cement. Cement bag. Yeah, okay. Well, then I guess I don't know. The point of the trailer doesn't make any sense. Because if I have the capability to make cement, it would still make sense for me to run this bad boy like just straight to the cement factory and sell it. There'd be no purpose to me keeping the stones because I need cement, not stones. Like if I was doing a constructible object. So funny, Walter's there just watching me go through his property. Dude, just cutting through. Oh. out. I'm not even going to worry about selling the last little bit of stones that I pick up. I think I'm getting like a pretty small payout from them anyway. So if it'll count doing this, I'll just finish off the con. Sweet. Let's see. Oh, I was doing Walter's contract anyways. Yeah, of course you're gonna let me cut through your property. Right. All right, here's my tractor. Let's take a look and see what other contracts we have. Spraying. That's a pretty decent size amount. So it's going to be a little under $4,000. I'm also going to have to provide weed killer beside, I bet. Telehandler? Yeah. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's see. Installed. Eventual usage. Oh, so this is that trailer that's on sale right now is the changing one where I can do a bunch of different stuff with it. Uh, 35 or 77 for a skid steer. The benefit here. This is a lower, okay, higher horsepower, lower max speed, higher max speed, lower horsepower. Trade-off between the two skid steers. I got downloaded. Had a bunch of skid steer tools like the mower, right? Stump grinder, breaker, log fork. Some pretty cool stuff eventually. I don't remember what I was looking at. So let's just go. Oh, that's right. I wanted to see how much the herbicide costs. Oh wait, that's fertilizer. Herbicide 20 or 24. Okay. Yeah, so I ended up spending 2,400. Get the herbicide. Plus the 900, so it's going to be like 3,200 out of that $4,000 contract gone. That makes this contract worth maybe 1,900. That's you know, my quick head math says that that's just not worth the effort. Unless there was multiple spraying contracts where I could take the cost I pay for the herbicide and spread it out over multiple fields. I just don't see that as being worth it for me. Got another rock removal potentially. Wait. Oh yeah, that one's easy because I just breaking the rocks. All right, let's do that. Yeah, because that's an easy contract. Oh. Let's see. We are down over there. By property. Okay, so I'm going to cut across here, cut down that way. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, this thing's going to be driving at a fairly slow pace. This is where, you know, having like a nice truck and a trailer that I could load onto, cool. Be able to pick up the equipment and get it over there a bit more efficiently. Be nice. But you know, that's down the road. For now. Oh man. Oh, this thing way like steers. Well, I oversteer when I drive this thing. Stop it. Trust me, you do not want to hit this thing. This is the type of thing I've never driven. This would be really cool to drive. Real drive it. Like I would enjoy it. Scooping up rocks or something. Alright, well, put it on cruise control and go at 11 miles an hour for a while. You know what I did not consider? So I'm looking to get this greenhouse. I'm on the river. So previous game, if you had a pond or a river or something on your property, you could just back up to it and fill up your vehicle. But do I technically own enough of the river to fill up, or is it going to tell me that like you don't have access to this land when I try to fill it up? Am I going to have to buy water? Because if that's the case, then that could potentially be a problem for me. I don't know. So I like... Okay, I'll at least turn these on. That way cars know, hey, sorry, I'm driving slow. I should have like... change action group. I don't see any lights. I've got the flashers I know from head control. Flasher. So it appears, even though there's lights up there, they don't work. Okay, drive to get down. Slow. This restaurant, smart, man. It's got signs at all the little dirt roads that people wouldn't think to travel. Good marketing. Making sure everybody knows as they drive by, hey, there's a boat restaurant back here. You should check it out. Can't go inside, unfortunately. I wish we could. Like, I hope that Giant Software has a team dedicated to like continuing to improve the maps, the things that are available. There's the train. Where are these rocks that need... okay. Got them marked for me. Okay, this will give me a 20% completion. I break this rock up. Okay. Not horribly difficult. Go. Hop out here. Job complete. It's easy, 2100. Let's see. Let's look at... Do some cultivating. Maybe I'll take, so there's this contract and this one. I'm gonna take the smaller field. I'm gonna take this like medium-sized field. Right? Just to kind of see get a feel for it, see how I like it. I'd imagine it should be the same as before, where I'm just back and forth over the field. Yeah, there we go. So let's see. You're on lot 13. Lot 13. Ah, yep, up there. Okay, I know where you're at. Sure. Okay. Check it out. It'll be nice when I finally have my own equipment and you know, if I decide to take on some contracts with my equipment, you know, let's say assuming I've got my own field and my own field is done, you know, I could use my own equipment to help take care of other people's farms. And make some extra money. And then I start to get a feel for on. The train's gone. Gone. Can. You know, it'd be cool too is some of these signs on the side of the road, like the billboards and stuff. If over time, I guess I haven't played long enough to know if they do this or not, but it'd be pretty cool if the textures swapped out for like advertising different businesses on those billboards, like maybe like once a year or something, right? And they were up for some random number of months before it swapped out to another one. Kind of simulate, you know, businesses buying, marketing, and oh, I just ran over / through somebody. Why are you crossing in front of this tractor? Strength of this game is definitely not in AI. It's the field I'm cultivating. Oh wow. Oh, that. Okay. It's bad boy. Let's see what kind of working. Wait, it was already on. Oh my god, it was already on. Probably could have been driving faster then. All right, let's go ahead and lower it. It's outline here. Set my cruise control at 12, and it's kind of maxed me out at 9. So that gives me an idea of the working speed of this implement. I want to back out a little bit. See what I'm a feed standpoint. Yeah, and you know, this cultivating job isn't so bad because, again, I can see where I've been. So I don't feel like I'm not wasting as much time, you know, moving up and down the rows trying to figure out, like, where let's do one more maybe perimeter pass. Wonder if anybody normally like does all of their farm work this like in first person. Like I feel like with VR this would be easy because you'd kind of naturally be turning your head to look back and see kind of where things are at. Similar to, you know, to how you would in real life, right? Like you would be seeing it from a first person perspective, but you're not relying on a joystick to turn your face. I feel like in VR I'd be much more like I'd feel much happier this way and being able to turn back and look. See, okay, yeah. Especially, you know, with the motion tracking, you can kind of turn and get a feel for how your body's leaning as you turn. Makes it easier to kind of figure out your spatial. Okay. So I think this is good. I think I'm going to go ahead and just start going back and forth. I'm not too worried about like having the nice super straight lines or anything because honestly, it's not my field. And I'm not that good at. That was one of the things I did a lot of in the last time I played Farming Simulator in 22. I would spend a lot of time just trying to have the perfectly straight lines. Too much time. I would obsess over it. And I feel like that cuts you off from enjoying so many other parts of the game because you spend so much time just working on single field. On the other hand, I want my rows to look pretty. I did see that there was a mod called Perfect Edge for creating perfectly straight fields, and that does interest me when it comes time for me to actually start making fields. I'll have to look at it. See. Can I get away with doing? Oh, nice. Now let's head this way. It seems like whatever that network drop was earlier, it's starting to even out. It got up to like a 6% frame drop on the network, but now it's down to like a 4.8. So it seems like whatever hiccup that was just temporary, as far as I can tell. But you know, I'm not watching it, so. Hello. Hey, maybe you can tell me, since you're seeing it from the other side here. Oh, it just did it. Okay, ignore that part because my computer actually did it. But I'm trying to see if the stream looks all right. I've got the stats here, and it said I had a few frame drops, but it looks like it's picked back up and is smooth again. Hopefully it's not crazy and choppy. Okay, stream is good? Sweet, that's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, I think it just got really bad for a second, and that kind of messed up the statistics because it's a running tracker. Oh, I'm good. Good. Just enjoying my Sunday, relaxing and farming some virtual fields, you know. I'm currently my goal is, so I bought a little property on the riverbank, and I'm not actually. Oh yeah, I'll get to it. So I bought I bought a little property on the riverbank there. Got, it's not quite wide enough. I'll have to come back. And the goal is to get a greenhouse, and I need 30 grand. That'll get me the greenhouse, the water truck, and the implements for my little tractor. And with all of that stuff together, should be able to grow some vegetables and start getting some income of my own. Right now, all of my income comes from contracts and renting equipment. That's probably the hardest part for me. I'm having to rent every piece of equipment to do this work. A few different things. I played Crusader Kings. So Crusader Kings was the last game that I was playing for a while with, there's an Elder Scrolls mod. It's pretty cool, and a Game of Thrones mod. And then I'll probably I do a lot of nerdy stuff, so like Space Engineers 2 came out. Once they drop the survival mode for that, I'll probably pick that up and stream that. And yeah, just a lot of nerdy type stuff. I like survival games. I like simulation games. I'm not very big on a lot of first-person shooters, so you probably will never see me play like Call of Duty or anything. Oh. I do. That was horrible. I way mistimed that. Yeah, definitely into stuff where I'm solving problems, right? Either designing or for example, Farming Simulator. You know, I really like trying to figure out the economics of things, what makes sense, designing how like my field layouts are going to be, stuff like that. I'm also a software engineer, so games that have... Oh, no, no, no. I just do this for fun. I'm my full-time job, I'm a software engineer. So I like games that have like built-in reasons for coding. That's one of the reasons why I like space engineers is, you know, I could use real life programming to code like having the doors open and stuff like that. It's just kind of cool. Same thing, there's another game called Stationeers, and with Stationeers they have these integrated circuits that you can program that uses like a version of assembly. It's called MIPS. It's similar to like RISC-V. It's basically a form of assembly. But anyways, I got really into that. Sort of. Arduino, if I remember correctly, Arduino uses C. So this is a little more basic than that. So C programming language. C programming language. You're gonna work with pointers and stuff to memory, but you don't have to manage like individual memory addresses. Raspberry Pi is a little bit different because Raspberry Pi has its own operating system. So Raspberry Pi is basically like a small computer that is, you know, you could load pretty much anything onto it. A lot of people use Python, or you could program. You could potentially program in C or other languages with the Raspberry Pi. With Arduino is a microcontroller that's not. If I remember right, I haven't. It's been a long time since I've messed with it, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have an operating system in that sense. But it will run C-based programs. It does, yeah. The Raspberry Pi costs more because you're getting more of a computer out of it, right? And it's albeit a smaller computer with less processing power, but still a full computer. CPU, RAM, memory, the whole 9 yards. But the Raspberry Pi is cool because it has like so many modules. I guess really the Arduino does too. But I feel like the Raspberry Pi is a bit more approachable, if that makes sense. When you're programming on something like like the Arduino and in the C programming language, it's a really rough first language. Like if you've never programmed before. Where with the Raspberry Pi, you could hook it up and use Python, which is a very easy to learn first language for people that aren't used to managing memory, stuff like that. Oh yeah, with Arduino? Yeah, and there's a lot of really, really cool plugins. Oh cool, contract's done. A Bluetooth control robot. Nice. You know, I did a project. So there's this software called Weebots, and I did a project when I was in school using that in college, and it basically simulates. It basically simulates making like a microcontroller robot. It uses the Python programming language for that. But then you can create scripts to, you know, calculate, for example, similar to like a Roomba, right? Having it try to follow a path or things like that. Anyways, I've done some of that where it like does the simulation, which is pretty neat. We did one, it was simulating, I don't know if you've heard of, it's called Micro Mouse. Make your own racing wheel. Oh yeah, I've seen projects. There was one guy I watched that did like a really cool like whole farming simulator setup. A hand following robot, that would be cool. see, where am I going? So let's see. Yeah, being able to mess with that stuff and like just the satisfaction of getting it to work. Like getting a microcontroller to work and then watching the physical robot do the thing you told it to do is just there's something really satisfying. Like a dopamine hit, right? You get this nice dopamine hit having the, you know, writing something in code and saying, hey, when you encounter this situation, do this, and then watching it happen. And the worst is when it's trying to debug it, which is just programming in general, where it does something and you're like, I know you're doing what I told you to do, but I don't know why you did that. Very, it can be frustrating. But very cool. So you do freelance for, you know, I've seen freelance jobs and stuff out there for like doing microcontroller work. I'm curious how that works long distance, right? Because I guess you would have to have the same equipment locally to test it out and make sure that your code does what you think it would do. And then you send it to them, and then hopefully they install it and it still does what you told them it was going to do. Forties all the way up there. Okay, so is it all local clients? Like you meet with them in person and do it? Cool. Is it all software based, or I guess what kind of work is it? Is it, do you like work with, you mentioned with the Arduino, is that personal or you do that like professionally, freelance style? Bridge here. Field. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, you're not gonna try and sell me on, right? I was really enjoying talking to you. I had that happen quite a few times the other day. People came in and it was kind of the same idea, and that after a little bit they're like, oh yeah, and then they tried to get me to connect on Instagram, and they're essentially just wanting to sell me artwork, and I don't do this like streaming professionally. I'm just playing games for fun. Okay, cool. Right, so got this whole field to do. At least I can see the lines still. Bad driving job on my part. Oh my God. Okay. Straighten out. Yeah, one of the things I've been feeling about this game lately is the tractors just don't feel like they don't feel heavy like they should. A lot of like slipping and sliding. I'd say that's definitely been one of my biggest gripes about driving in this versus Farming Simulator 22. I feel like from what I remember, and you know, maybe it's just nostalgia memory because it's been a few years since I've played it, but I feel like the tractors felt heavier when you were moving around in them versus here it almost feels like they're missing some weight. They want to slip and slide on all the surfaces. Like the friction setting's too low or something. Or maybe it's just a setting I can change and I just don't pay enough attention to it. Back it up here. Ah. Alright, that's okay. Cultivator there. Get to it. Here we go. Oh, no, no, no. Not that. Alright, now I can turn on the cruise control. Get moving. Yeah, another big gripe I've had about this is I don't know if you've played the game yet. The AI, at least the little bit I've done with it, not very good. Like trying to get them to do fields and stuff. I did this beet contract. The beet contract was just horrible. Because the harvester, you're effectively forced to use some level of AI because they have to drive the harvester, which does not have its own internal storage. And so, because it doesn't have its own internal storage, you then have to follow it with a trailer. And it was bad. Just the AI couldn't figure out where to start the field. It would get to the end of the row and then drive into me carrying the trailer. It was just a nightmare. It was a mess. I decided that I will never harvest beets again. So 28% done. I'm at a point now. I should be able to start just going up and down the field. Up. I think I need to turn down my default speed, the cruise control, into something a little more manageable, so that way pick it up and not all over the... Did I miss a spot up there? Oh yeah, that's bad. Okay, again, not my field. And I think after this job, I should be good to get my greenhouse down, buy my implements that I need. It'll be exciting. I'm excited to see how detailed some of these maps are going to be. The modding community just starts pumping out some stuff. Already seen there's quite a few mods available with custom items and stuff. It'll be cool. See, I think I need to do a pass and kind of widen this end up. Pretty rough here. Way to the all the way. Oh, see, this is where I'm. Shouldn't be found. Go. All right. All right. Now I should be. Oh, have to lower. .62% of the. got a couple passes left from this direction. Quick. Hopefully I'll have enough money on top of the equipment and the greenhouse to do a little landscaping. I need a driveway. I need to kind of start planning out where I'm going to have the greenhouse on the property, where I'm going to have the house itself on that riverfront. Doing a little bit of design work. Let's go. Here we go. Now this turnaround's getting a lot better, a lot easier. See if I can do something with this where yeah, they do the same thing with this corner. So then I can it's gonna get tighter and tighter though. It's okay. Maybe it's time I start doing longer passes horizontally. Is that a deer? Deer's getting pretty close to the farm equipment. Surprised it's coming out. 4:30. So, okay. I guess it's about the time that I would expect them to come out and be kind of feeding in fields and stuff, but still feels a little goofy. Coming out into a field that is actively being worked seems unrealistic. It's really just really nonchalant. Yeah. That animal AI needs some work probably just as bad as the human. so close to being done. 88%. Don't run in front of the tractor. Here you go. Really didn't leap the field, huh? Went a few feet up. Go on. %, almost there. Oh, contract complete. Okay. Just leaving my tractor on this other dude's property. Oops. Right. Payout. Fantastic. All right. I need to drive this back up to the shop. I'm about to pick up my. Speaking of the shop, let's look and see anything worthwhile in here yet. Nope. Nothing that I was planning on buying went for sale. Of course, it'll go on sale right after I buy it, I'm sure. But I'm gonna need to wait. I don't have. Let's see, can I just? Yes. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on, little tractor. You can do it. Do it. There we go. All right. All right. Let's take a look here. All right, so I need a couple of items I know I'm gonna need. Front loader. It's that one. Yeah, this one is the one I was going. Front loader attachment. Yes, I do. Next, I need forks. So this stuff. Time soon, anyways. A log fork would probably be good eventually. Especially since I have that logs on property I'm gonna want to eventually be able to move. I think for now I can just do the pallet fork. So I'm gonna need that to sell goods from my greenhouse. Then I need the somewhere. Barrels. There we go. Barrel. water. Okay. And then that leaves me just enough to get the $13,000 greenhouse. So let's go ahead, let's get this stuff back home. To circle around here. All right, there. I've got that now to get the pellet fork here. Get that on. Backed up and get the water barrel. Sweet. What's that? I'll take this back to my property. To go. Here. Fantastic. Here, head down the little path towards my property. Now, eventually, my goal is going to be to own these fields here. 61, 62, the ones all around my property. Own all of these fields. This will be where I do all. Just on the side of the bridge. Uh-oh. Yeah, the unremovable stump. All right, so this is where I wanted to see, do I have a good spot somewhere that I can like back up and this thing up? Space right over. Oh, probably this other side. This other side looks to kind of dip down. Yeah, you got the reeds here. This is where it's gonna be best to this thing up. Oh yeah, sweet. Yep, okay. So I can pull water right up out of the river here. Fantastic. Exactly what that is exactly what I wanted to. Sweet. Okay. So this thing's got plenty of water in it. Go ahead and detach it. Detach. Carry it. I'm gonna set my pallet fork down over here. I think I've got enough to that I can pick up that log fork too. Feels like I can afford a log fork. If that's the case, I can start doing a lot more landscaping here. Yeah. Grand. Buy it. Yes. I can go get it from the shop. Oh, sweet. Okay. Wait. How much does this? This? How much the greenhouse was? It's 13,500. Oh man. Just enough. So, okay, I want my my home. This is like the big opening here. I think what I want is I'm gonna want my farmhouse to be up here on the river. Up in this area here. So let's look at the farmhouses. Just to get an idea. Can I do them as constructions? No. It's straight up buy. Some of these houses are stupid expensive. Right now I just have a tent. American style. This is... Ooh, look how big that house is. Holy crap. Jeez. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. How big this one is. My god. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go on a little simpler. It's still pretty wide for a section of... How big are these houses? Barely is. Area is restricted. So it's like that whole section back here restricted. Like I can't build a greenhouse back there or something. Let's see. Can I build a house back there? this whole back section is restricted. What land is not owned by me? I'm on my property, right? Yeah. See. Oh, I don't even own this whole stretch back here. I do, but it's like section up here. This goofy section. Okay. That's something I gotta think about. Oh, it's property. So nobody owns this little strip along the. Okay. I own up here. Oh wow, I don't even own enough to like put in a road there. It's gonna have to wrap around property. Okay. Out of the track. Let's burn him. Oh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go pick up my log fork. So I've got a feeling right here I don't even own. I probably couldn't even put anything in right there. Just so stupid. I don't need the giant backlight on. Put that up in the air, it's a little easier to see, I guess. Whoa! Man, people have no respect for tractors. it. Okay, so this is how I open and close the fork. Perfect. Home with my logboard. And the good thing with the logboard, I can get some of those bigger trees cut down and out of the way. Get those sold off. I think that'll help me to get an idea of how I'm going to lay out this property, knowing now the restrictions that I have. Probably going to end up removing trees and then replanting trees later to add some, just to have a little bit of something. Okay, so let's go. Sure, if I could even put this thing in a bit at this point. See, I think I need to cut it down to size. So let's see, how do I change tools again? Let it save. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so that should have separated a whole section here. Separate a section up here. Better. Now, if I jump in this, I can big work that's on that. Just want to try and get a hold of this thing enough to drag it. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, let's see. It's a little late. It's a little dark. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep for the night. And I think that's what I'm gonna work on. It's getting that tree cut up and off the property. Sweet. That. There we go. Okay. Certainly still too big for me to carry my bare hands, but can I like start stuff down? Just doesn't do it like the other farming simulator did. Probably this tree isn't really meant, right? Uh, all right. Well, you know, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not making it super pretty. See. Okay. Down. so far. Sweet. This was supposed to like 3 cleans. Eternity. That gets it. Oh, okay. Of course, and just goes through stuff. Perfect. I can. Let's just go around. No. That one. Seriously? Okay. Well, I can take this to sell it. Should. Can I not? This thing with my tractor? No, are you serious? Come on. How can I not pull this with the tractor? That doesn't even make sense. There's the hitch, there's the ball. It's because it's the setting. Are you kidding me? I mean, this should be able to connect to that. See if maybe it was just in a bad spot. Like the hitch was buried or something. This is ridiculous. So I can do. Okay, but I think that means I think I can take it, have it customized. Switch hitches. Get out. Okay. Crap. Okay. Oh, I can't take it anywhere. I don't have a car. I'm gonna have to lease a car. Yeah. That's saving. All right, let's look and see. So what would it cost me to lease this? $500, $750. What about this? I really, I wanted to just lease this little guy. Leave a hitch. I think it can tow anything. It's not gonna work. But the little sidekick probably could. This is the thing. Sold. All right. It doesn't need the 3-point. Let's lease this. Kubota. I already sold. I can't believe this happened. I did this. Okay, so I'm gonna go get that trailer. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the wood that's already sitting in it. And then I'm gonna take it to the shop and I'm going to have a tractor hitch installed on it. And then I'm going to return my leased vehicle here. Go back with my tractor and pick up the, go back with my tractor and pick up the trailer. And then I should be able to load stuff on it. Maybe before I release this lease. Just have to double check and make sure I can. So stupid. I thought tractors could pull both types of hitches. I need to look and see where that paper factory is. I think it's up here. It's the spinnery. Biogas plant. Canning factory. Paper factory. There we go. Tag that. Oh, these trees are just stupid. At least this little Kubota can get up the traffic speed, so that's nice. $114 the wood. Oh. Actually, I think this road I'm on, actually, that's what I want. So I'll just drive through this corner lot. So it's apparent that I am gonna need to do another job before I can actually afford to get the greenhouse. I've gotten most all of the implements that I need. Oh, can I speed up fast enough to pass? There we go. I've gotten most all of the implements that I need, but I need to do some landscaping on the property, make sure that greenhouse goes in a decent spot. Ooh, I just made it. Okay. So, in order for that to make any sense, I really need this trailer up and running, get some trees cleared off, get those sold off. I'll at least get some money back out of that from having had to spend money to modify this. Let's see, where do I modify it? Oh, that's right. Okay. Before I do anything, let me get back there with my tractor. Sure I can actually tow it now. Yeah, it'll be nice when I actually have the income. I could get like a separate truck or something to pull a nice size trailer and move stuff around. But, you know, for now my income's just, it's too variable. I'm relying on contracts to have my own source of income that I can work. I think I had seen a mod that was pretty interesting where you could finance purchase of vehicles and stuff, right? Like specifically that would have like payments and interest. Interesting mod. Interesting. Signs. Let's move this out of the way. Just watching me? There we go. Okay. That means I can... Sweet. Okay. Feel much better about it. Ow. Now I can actually pull this trailer. Definitely not as quick to move this as it is with the Kubota, but that's okay. Gotta live within our means. Fortunate enough to even have a tractor in the first place. It's like around this stump. Stumps. Yeah, I've got to say, I'm not happy with this property. I was originally excited. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna build on the riverbank. That'll be sweet. Just there's so much stuff that's unremovable. Stupid stuff, like this stump sticking up right here. Should not be on. stump there. It's that log on the ground. Such a stupid thing to not be able to. Can I? Sticker. Some stuff out of the way. Let's move trailer. Alright, let's see if I can this thing up. It's like triple tree out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see here. Shoot. I'm gonna cut this. Lift. Alright, it's time for me to run more of this tree over to the factory. And actually, I feel like faster, I'm faster my pallet port. My front loader. Luckily that paper factory isn't too far. feels goofy the way this I'm hauling this tree. Oh, okay. I got a decent amount that time. Not a horrible amount. It's a grand. And I know that 13.5 is my... Dude, I'm driving here. 13.5 is my number grabbing the greenhouse. So as long as I still have 13.5, should be good. And I still have more of this tree to sell off, too. I do kind of wish that I to like short-term rent a mower and just knock all the grass and bushes down on the property. Stuttering there. Yeah, it would just be nice to get through, see what I'm doing. Get this trailer turned around. See what up. This tree. I'm in effectively parts. It's not too heavy. A little heavier than I could eat itself, but if I get a hold of it, see how big it's 1.2 tons. 268 kilograms. So that piece I could get. This get a hold, pull it off the top. That out of there. Shoot. What is this gonna turn into? Not a lot. But it should be quite a bit. And it does seem to be. It's not tipping over the tractor now. That's good. See if I can drive into it and like push it up a little. I don't want to do any. Okay, cool. Oh, look, another immovable object. See if there's any. Are there any down I can actually pick? Oh, yeah. This piece, this is small enough to carry that. So, monstrosity. Oh. Let's have tail. Let's have it again. This way so I can put. Piece is still gonna. Okay. Oh. Alright, so let me get on that side with that. Well, I'm up on the other side of my tractor, on my other side of my trailer, but on this side. Sweet. I think I'm almost done with this tree. Here we go. I'll be right back. All right. Switch this back. Okay.